Hey everybody! Welcome to another video where I test things so you don't have to. And today I want to test expensive shoes versus their knockoffs. Because I don't care much for brand names, I just want my stuff to be comfortable and last a while. So good quality, I guess. Some of the expensive shoes I don't think are comfortable, like Vans. So if their knockoffs are just as uncomfortable, but half the price, I'm going with that. So I bought 5 different things. I bought Crocs, Vans, 2 different types of Birkenstocks, and Uggs. I couldn't try all of them in the entire world because there's a lot, but I thought I'd start with these 5. So ready? Let's begin. The first one we are going to test is Crocs. Now, real quick, real or knockoff? They're the knockoffs. These are the real Crocs. So as you can see, there is a slightly different design in them. This one has smaller holes, which I'm gonna say might be better because less stuff gets inside of them, except there's gaping huge holes on the side. And I just decided I didn't like the word gaping. So at first, the only difference is the look. They both have a strap for sports mode. They're both very light and they both actually, I'm gonna say the Croc has a little bit more traction on it. But let's try them on and see. Should I do 1 foot for the Croc and 1 foot for the, yeah, I wanna feel the difference. All right, we're gonna do not sports mode. We're gonna go comfy mode real quick. Slide in. Guys, I feel no difference. They seriously feel the exact same. Hold on, I'm gonna walk up to you. Give me a second. The sole of the Croc is harder. It seems thicker and harder, like I'm like stepping on an actual sole. This one, the knockoff, seems more airy and fluffy, not as firm. So I think that's a personal preference. The Croc one's thicker, which means it might last a little bit longer. Let's try sports mode. Get off my foot. That's snug. That feels like it's not going anywhere. Oh, in sports mode, the Croc feels more firm to my foot. It feels more secure. I wouldn't know a difference if I didn't have them both on at the same time. The Croc sole is a little thicker and firmer, and it feels more secure when I put it in sports mode. And look-wise, I think they're both atrocious. But other than that, I think the knockoff is fine. Unless you really need people to know that you own the brand name Croc. If that means something to you to own a Croc, go for it. But the knockoff is significantly cheaper and genuinely feels about the same. To the next one. Time for Vans. Knockoff or original? It's the knockoff. This is the original. So right off the bat, looks-wise, if you were like, I'm putting on my Vans, I wouldn't think about it. I'd be like, sure, that's a Van. Go for it. Upon closer inspection, it doesn't have the little tag that says Vans, and also the stitching right here doesn't exist. I don't need stitching for my plain black slip-on Vans, but that's fine. We're gonna try these on. Now, when I bought these, I know what size I am in Vans. And when I went to buy these, they said, based on your recent purchases, you'll fit into a 9. I'm a solid 10. So I was a little confused, but I said, okay, fine, if you're suggesting that to me, but it does seem a little bit too small, just barely. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference, but I can also see that the knockoff isn't as wide. It seems to match up, but am I going crazy? This seems smaller, right? Just overall, not just in length? All right, we'll try them on and see what's up. Fits like a Van. Uncomfy. Oh yeah, this is too small for me. Dang it! How am I gonna adequately test this? Oh, actually it's not that bad. Okay. There they are. This one is definitely not as wide. This is very, very tight against this part of my foot. This one I got space to roam. Lengthwise, this is fine. It's just like a tad smaller than this one, but the width of it is what's killing me. Okay, all right. Gonna bounce around. The knockoffs are slippier, like on the bottom. It's very slippy. That will eventually go away, but I'm very slidey right now. The Vans have no slide. Support-wise, I actually think the knockoffs are a little more supportive of my arch, which is strange. Actually, it's not. Vans give no support. I have to put insoles in my Vans because I'm an old person. They look the same to me, and they feel the same, except the knockoff is way thinner. So if you have really thin feet, this shoe's for you. If you have wide feet, don't even try. Maybe if I had gotten a 10, it would be a little bit better, but the width of a shoe has never been an issue for me. Well, they look the same. I'm a little concerned about the width of the knockoff. Also the slidiness of it. It's very slidey. It has about the same amount of grip. No, the grip is a little less on the knockoff. The diamonds, I think, are helping somehow. I don't know. I don't know science or friction. Comfort, I'm actually gonna give it to the knockoff. It's just you can't have wide feet or normal feet. You have to have thin feet. And go half a size down, not a full size down from your normal shoe, I think. But looks-wise, it just doesn't have the little Vans thing or the white thread. Honestly, you can add the white thread if you care that much. Just get a needle and thread and literally just go. That is an easy stitch. Anyone can do that. All right, that's literally it. I have nothing else to say. Okay, now you might be thinking that I'm just gonna always say get the knockoff, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the UGG knockoff isn't going to come close to comparing to the real UGG. So, first look, this is what they are. Which one do you think is a knockoff? Because I didn't realize you can't see the logo if my hands are in it. Which one's the knockoff to you? Oh, dang it, you can see it on this one. Okay, first look. This one looks cheaper to me. The sole is made of foam. So is this one, but it's got two different types of foam. Can you see this? This one's harder, this one's softer. This is just one type of foam all the way through. The UGG is a little bit heavier. Also, I think the coloring of it is better. It also has a rubber thing right here. I don't know why. And the UGG seems warmer. Oh, look at this, the knockoff. You think it's gonna be this really softness all the way through. It is on the bottom, but on the top, it's like I don't know the word for that. It's not, it's fuzzy. Honestly, it's like a terry cloth. That's so weird. Looks-wise, I think UGG is just better right now. But let's wear them. Should I go without socks? No. What if I want to return them? I don't want to put my feet in there without it. Okay. The UGG. Oh, they both feel drastically different from one another. Okay, here we go. The UGG feels firmer on my foot, and both honestly feel a little too small for me, but they're not. Why do they feel small? The heel isn't going over. Okay, give me a second, I'm walking. Let me try that again with more focus. Okay, the knockoff UGG wants to keep flying off. The real UGG stays on my foot. That's an issue. I have a couple slippers that I hate wearing because I have to like clench my foot to keep them on. But the tightness of the UGG is keeping it secure. But I will say, when I bend up, when I do this, the top is super uncomfy and kind of hurts the top of my foot. Like it's too tight. I'm pretty sure that'll wear down as time goes on. I'm feeling it out. I'm seeing what's what. Standing, I like the knockoff. I have more space. I actually think it's like cushier and comfier, but I think that means it's going to wear down faster. The UGG, I like better when I'm walking, which is something you do in slippers. You don't just stand still like a statue. And I think it's gonna expand a little bit over time and it won't wear down as fast. So while the knockoffs are a fine slipper, I don't think that they come close to comparing to the UGG. I think the UGG will last longer and stay on your foot when you walk. They look more expensive, but I actually think the knockoff right now on my feet looks cuter because it's more like, it's wider and more round and just kind of looks fluffier. I think the quality of the UGG well surpasses this one. UGG's the winner of this. It's a fine slipper if it's not trying to be an UGG. If it's trying to be an UGG, it's not there. Next up is the closed-toed, yeah, that's how you say it. Closed-toed Birkenstock. Which one is it? Which one's the real? Which is the fake? I should put, that's right? Yeah. Trying to make sure it's like the right was on the right and the left was on the left. Okay, anyway, I could not get them in the same color. So if you're looking for the exact same color in the knockoff, I couldn't find it. Maybe you'll have better luck, but this is clearly the knockoff. And this is the Birkenstock. This looks large. This looks too large for my foot. I'm concerned. At first glance, Birkenstock is way wider. It seems to be made out of like real leather suede? What is that? And then this is a fuzzier material. It's clearly a knockoff material. The bottoms, there's grip on both, and the Birkenstock has a thicker heel, but a harder base. Like this is really hard right here. This has a cushion to it. So honestly, I don't know which one's gonna be comfier. I also think that they're drastically different. Okay, what happened here? What did I order? I'm so confused. 1 second. I ordered a 10 in men's instead of a 10 in women's. Gosh darn it. Well, let's try it on anyway. We can't judge if it falls off my foot. Woohoo! Oh, there's more arch support. Hold on. I think there's more arch support in the Birkenstock, but the sole is cushier in the knockoff. But not like a cheap cushy, just it has cushion to it. Huh, all right. I find them both so ugly. I do not think Birkenstocks are cute. I don't understand the craze about them, but to each their own. So I'm just here to judge the knockoff versus the real thing. The knockoff is way skinnier. I don't understand. They're not comfy. I mean, the knockoff's kind of comfy because it's kind of firm to my foot. I don't get the whole thing. Okay, maybe because it's a 10 men's. That's why. Oh, let's see the toe. The toe is more squishy on this one. Your toe's more protected in a Birkenstock, I believe. Honestly, these ones are called comfort clogs. They're pretty dang comfortable. The Birkenstocks are not as comfortable to me. They do have really good arch support, which I wasn't expecting, but the heel itself is super hard. It's like walking on hardwood floor. I think this comes down to looks, guys. I think this comes down to if you think one is cuter than the other. I think if you told someone you were wearing Birkenstocks when you wore this, they would believe you if they didn't know anything about shoes. It's definitely a knockoff material, but I don't think there's that much of a difference. I like the heel in this one better. Oh my gosh. I hate that everything comes down to a brand name. It's ridiculous. All right, there's one more. I have the sandals. I'm not gonna show you which one. The Birkenstock sandals versus the knockoff. One of them hasn't showed up yet. It's supposed to be here in the next hour. So let's cut to that. Oh, it came off. What is happening? What? Hold on, you're not strapped. You gotta be strapped. This is gonna annoy me. Oh my God, get in your hole. Finally, they got here. Ready for the last shoe? The sandal Birkenstock. Oh. Are they the right? This? Like this. Oh. Right off the bat, the knockoff actually looks more expensive than the Birkenstock to me. This is like a suede kind of material, and this it's leather, but it looks plasticky when you put it up next to this one. Also, I don't know what is going on with the sizing. The Birkenstock is significantly smaller, and I tried to look at the thing. I was like, what size did I order? And it's a 37 UK 4.5 USL 6 M4. What? Those aren't sizings I know. I ordered a 10 in women's and I got a 37, which I don't think is right. I think I'm a 42 or a 41 or 40. I know I'm not in the 30s. Anyway, this one, couldn't tell you the size, but looking at them, feeling them, they're both quite heavy. The knockoff, I feel, is actually decent quality. It's pretty good. It's called Fittery. It came buckled. The Birkenstock did not. They both seem to have pretty decent grip on the bottom. They are the same size sole. The Birkenstock is a little bit thicker. Birkenstock is harder. It's a very hard sole, same with the other slide-on. And this one is cushy. It's got a heel cushion that I like. Let's try them on, keeping in mind that I think this is significantly smaller than what I need. I do not know why the sizing is so wrong. I hit 10 in women's for all of these except the knockoff Vans. They were like, no, you need a 9. So that's what I did. But everything else, 10 in women's, through and through. I don't know why I did this. Oh, they're the same side. Why did I do that? Hold on. I stepped on it. Okay, here we go. The knockoff first. Oh, that's got good arch support. Miso, this has nothing to do with you. Thank you. Good arch support. It feels comfy. It actually looks a little small for me. So this one, I can't imagine fits. Yeah, this is way too small. This is ridiculous. I don't know how this happened. Both have really good arch support. The heel is cushier on the fake one, but that doesn't mean that the hard one is uncomfortable by any means. They both stay on my feet They're both cushiony with great support. And honestly, they look the exact same. This one's just a suede and this is leather. So this one would get ruined in the rain. Miso, baby girl, this has nothing to do with you. Did you want to tell them something? No? Just wanted to stand here? Just chilling? You wanted to be in the middle of the video, so here's the middle of the video. Good? All right. If these were the same size, I'd say these ones, genuinely no difference. I got a 10 in women's, and I would honestly go a 10 and a half. They feel a little small. My toe touches right here on the end there, and I don't like that. But guys, oh, Miso's throwing up. What is happening? Sorry, Miso just decided to throw up. Apparently she can't handle the spotlight. Not many people can. And neither can I. Clearly. All right, anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. The Birkenstocks, I'm sure longevity, they last longer, but honestly, I would 100% get the knockoffs for way cheaper. So that's the consensus here. But for these ones, I don't think the knockoffs look as good. I really don't. Abby put them on and she's like, why are they so weird looking? Again, the quality is great, but the look of it just doesn't seem as nice. It looks weirdly weird. It just looks thin on your foot, and this one has some character to it. So that's it. For Crocs, knockoffs are great. For Vans, knockoffs are great if you have narrow feet. Uggs are better than their knockoffs. The slip-on clogs, I would go Birks. And then the sandals, I would go knockoff for sure. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I bought. I am not a brand name person, but sometimes the brand, there's a reason for its name. There's a reason it's so popular, and I like to test it. So if there's any other things you'd like me to test, expensive versus cheap, brand versus their knockoffs, or just anything else you'd like me to test, please let me know down below. I will test things so you don't have to. I'll waste my money so you don't have to waste yours. I'm here to please. Please let me please you. But please subscribe to see videos every Tuesday on this channel. Like this video if you liked it. Make sure you're checking out my podcast channel, my vlog channel, my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my TikTok. I love you all. You're beautiful, wonderful people. And now I have a bunch of new shoes that I don't know what to do with. Okay, bye.
You just watched Rachel's video. She probably put links on the screen to self-promote, like pics of herself, and subscribe to see more, and trying to get you to buy from a merch store. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. She gotta make that money, honey, we're all the same. Well, except she's gay. Don't you support the LGBTQIA? Then subscribe today.